All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about Vaughan Townhome specifically. So for those of you that are new following us, I've lived in Vaughan my entire life. I do majority of my business here, and you could say I have my finger on the pulse in terms of the market and the best areas to buy, the best pockets, best school districts, all that fun stuff. But then also I have my finger on the pulse because I'm actively looking to buy a townhome in Vaughan right now. Right. So again. In this video, I'm going to go through, depending on your situation, the best place to buy for you, that's going to be comfortable financially. And I'm going to show you what you can get at different price ranges, just so you're in the loop. In terms of the areas in Vaughan, so right off the bat, if we talk about the pockets in Vaughan, I'd say best places to buy that I'm looking, and I'm personally looking to invest and purchase, is going to be Maple, is going to be Vellore, so the Weston Major Mac area. It's going to be East Woodbridge, and then even like Islington Woods, if you know the Woodbridge area, if you know Memphis barbecue, in that area, right? So I'll touch on Maple really quick. So Maple, I love the most. Funny enough, I'm a little bit biased because I live here, but Maple I like for a lot of reasons. So it's the Jane and Major Mackenzie area. So you have every amenity you need. Literally, you have Canada's Wonderland, you have Vaughan Mills, you have Longo's, Fortino's, you have all of the grocery stores and restaurants that you need. You have every major bank. You have the Maple GO station, which is nice. So couldn't ask for more. In Maple, you're going to find some older townhomes that are about 20 to 25 years old, like the ones, again, if you know the area, but behind Longo's, you have Kelso, Roseheath, those ones. Some of them are 2-story, some of them are 3-story. But there you can get a really good bang for your buck, and I'm going to show you. They're selling mid to high 8s to about 950. 950 is going to be on like the higher end for those ones. Those are probably going to be a little bit more renovated. High 8s is going to be, you're going to need to do some work, right? So we'll start to go through. And then Vellore, really quick, I'll touch on Weston Major Mac. You have a lot of new development there, a lot of new development. Fieldgate built a bunch of 3-story towns. If you're driving Major Mac to Weston, on the right side, you're going to have some new 3-story towns, the Farouk area, the Tenant Circle area. These are either brand new or built in 2018, right? So you have that. Islington Woods, you have the Hiawatha towns, and then East Woodbridge, you have the Ingleside towns. We might be able to see some. But anyway, so first things first, if you're looking to buy in Vaughan and your budget's around 8 to 9, I'd say there's even some really good condo town options. That's what you're going to have to realize. Like if you want to buy in Vaughan and it's a deal breaker and you need the area, but your budget's going to be 850, 800, then you're going to have to buy a condo town, right? You're either going to have to buy a condo town or you're going to have to buy outside of Vaughan. So if you're buying a condo town, you have the Honeycrisp ones, which are relatively brand new. I'd say they're about 3 to 5 years old. 12 to 1,400 square feet, decent finishes, like nice finishes because they're new. But a lot of the times you walk in the main level and the bedrooms are downstairs, so you got to be okay with that. But then other times they'll be upstairs, and then you'll have a rooftop patio, which is nice, right? So that's the 800s, 810, and then keep in mind, just to put it in perspective, anything you see price-wise that's 810, 815, it's obviously not selling at that price, right? We're in a market where it's a buyer's market. If there's ever a time to negotiate and get a deal, it's now. So property's selling under asking. Woodbridge Avenue, a little bit of an older complex, over 1,200 square feet, 815. This is something you'll probably need to do a little bit of work to, like kitchen's like as original as it gets. But just to show you, just to put it in perspective, Islington Woods, those are nice. Tanya Crescent, this is in Maple, 3-bed, 3-bath town. So this is something you got to realize. Like this is someone's calling me. This is a condo town, but it looks like a freehold town, right? It looks like a freehold town. 3-bed, 3-bath. You have a parking pad. Nice finishes inside. Living space, dining area, like fully functional, fully would work for a family with 2 kids. But a lot of people, and updated bathrooms. A lot of people want to stay away from condo towns because of the maintenance fees, right? Something like this, I know because I'm showing it this weekend. It has $200 a month maintenance fees, and it literally is practically a freehold town. So when the time comes, you got to take a step back and say, okay, would I rather get a condo town like this? Probably save $100,000 to $150,000 off the purchase, which is going to save me almost $1,000 a month on my mortgage, but I have to pay 200 in maintenance or buy for 950 or $1 million, right? Both options are good. For people with a tighter budget, this is an amazing, amazing option. Finished basement with a backyard. Like, this is a very unique condo town because the majority of condo towns are like this, the Islington one, where it's 2 stories, 3 stories, no backyard space. Newer, sure, but not like this, right? So very good option for those of you that are looking in Vaughan with a tighter budget. So this is the 800s. I'll start to fly through. 800s, Townsgate. This is more like promenade area. New Westminster promenade area. Now you're getting to 900,000, over 1,400 square feet. Some of these are renovated. Yeah, like this one's nice. This one's decent. And again, maintenance fees here, I think are $400. I've showed these before. Brighton, same idea. We're gonna skip to the 900s now. So 900s, you have the 3-story towns on McNaughton. This is the St. Joan of Arc area. Very nice looking towns. I've actually went to go look at these for myself. 3-story towns, but not in the sense where you open the door and it's just 30 stairs right away. You open the door, there's about 4 or 5 steps, and then you can go left, take 4 or 5 steps, and then you're on your main living area, or you can continue straight and go downstairs. So it's like you go up, you have the main level, and then you can go down to the basement. So these are like a little bit different than other 3-story towns. These are nice, like they're spacious, almost 2,000 square feet, and they're new. And if you know the area, St. Joan of Arc, it's, what is that, Keele and Major Mac, kinda, Keele and McNaughton, around there. Like, very, very nice area. You have everything. You're 2 minutes away from Jane and Major Mac, not even. Now we're gonna go to over $1 million mark. Let's make sure it's not just condo towns. We're gonna put some freehold towns in there. Freehold towns as well in the 900 mark. Again, you're gonna get those ones behind Longo's, Kelso. We're gonna see some. Oh, and then also, so I don't forget, you have these ones, McNaughty Court. So in Vaughan, in Maple specifically, in between 8 and 900, you're either going to get a condo town or you're going to get a brand new freehold town, but it's going to look like this. It's going to be 3 stories. These are relatively new. You walk in the main floor. It's not showing it. You walk in the main floor. You have a living area. Like, you can put a dining room. You can put a TV room. And then you go up the stairs, and then this is your main living area. Very spacious. I showed this the other day. So this is your dining and then TV room, family area. Your kitchen is back here, and then you can have another table here. Very, very good option for those of you that value the finishes and a newer product, but also want to keep it within your budget. Over 2,000 square feet. This is a very good option. So this again, 887. You could probably get this for, with this market, 860, 850, 865, around there. So another really good option. Okay, now we'll skip back to the $1 million mark. Just wanted to show you guys that one because if you guys like newer, it's nice. These are the ones on Kelso I was telling you guys about. 3-bed, 3-bath, a little bit under 1,500 square feet. These are listed at 950. They go for low 900s. This one's really nice. 28 Kelso, 3-bed, 3-bath, renovated kitchen. Doesn't show the rest of the house, which means not as renovated. 111 Kelso, nice as well. This is backing onto Longo's. Some people don't like that. Some people don't care. Me, wouldn't care. It'd be nice. You could walk to Longo's. 3-bed, 4-bath. You have an ensuite. And again, listed at 950. Not gorgeous in terms of finishes, but not crappy, right? It's nice. It's turnkey. It's ready to go. Okay, we're going to go to the $1 million mark. Before we go there, actually. 50 Troon. So this is like Dufferin, Major Mac-ish. This is kind of Thornhill. This is something else you can get in between 900 to $1 million. Nice, renovated, modern 3-story town. Again, lots of stairs, but if you're okay with the stairs and you're younger, very good option. You get this for low 900s. This one's pretty renovated, wall accents, whole 9 yards. Okay, we're going to go to the $1 million now, finally. That one we talked about. These we talked about. Moneypenny, similar to what I just told you about in Thornhill. Let's go. Okay, so now we're at the $1 million mark. So 279 Moody Drive, I showed this the other day. This is Kleinberg. So if you value the area and a newer modern look, then you can be in this area. This is new Kleinberg. 3-bed, 3-bath. Again, 3 stories, lots of stairs. So you got to be prepared for that. Nice living spaces. And this one's a little bit smaller. This one's under 1,500 square feet. So keep that in mind. We'll keep it going. Hartington, $1 million. This has an offer date, so it's going to sell for about probably close to 1.1. I showed this the other day. 4-bed, 3-bath, 1,500 square feet on the dot. Very nice. So this is another good option. You're getting in between $1 million to $1.1 million. Now we're going to go to, we'll stay here and then we'll keep going. Sunset Terrace, this is west into Major Mac. This pocket I love. I love. These are built by Fieldgate, built in 2018. Very nice. So I'll see what I mean. When you walk in, there's about 6 to 7 steps. To the left is your powder room. Then you take another 6 to 7 steps, and then you're on your main level. You have your TV room to the right, very spacious. Then when you go left, you have your kitchen and your dining area. Finishes are okay, not super gorgeous. These sell for about, if it's unrenovated, completely original, it'll sell for $1 million, a little bit less, a little bit more. If it's renovated, it'll sell for $1.080 to $1.1 million. De La Roche, same idea. Newer complex, 4-bed, 4-bath. These do not have a backyard. That's another thing about the Sunset Terrace ones. They have a little backyard in the back. Not massive, but more than enough space to host, put a barbecue, have your kids play, all that kind of stuff. East Corners, this is Kleinberg. You're at the $1 million mark. Let's probably skip to the 1.1. I'm sure you guys have the idea of what you can get from $1 million to $1.1 million. Okay, Sunset Terrace. Usually, you got to be really renovated to be selling at this price. This one's nice, but not crazy nice, right? Sandwell, Tenant Circle. These are brand new, never lived in. 93 Sandwell. I actually sold that. Very nice house. So I'll see what I mean. Priced at 1.1-ish, and you get an extremely renovated product, not a detail missed. Waterfall island in the kitchen. Everything's renovated top to bottom. Ensuite in the master, you have a walk-in as well, super renovated. So this is what 1.1-ish, give or take, gets you in Vellore. And we'll continue to go through. Tenant Circle, brand new, like I said, over 2,000 square feet. So to sum it up at a very high level, and then you have Ingleside, this is East Woodbridge, so Highway 7 area, Highway 7 Aberdeen-ish area. So you walk in, these are over 2,000 square feet, they're 3 stories. These homes tend to be a little bit skinnier and longer. That's just kind of how all 3-story towns are. But nice area. They sell in between 1.1 to what it's listed at. No backyard, but you have little patios, little terraces as well. And nice home. What else can I show you? What else can I show you guys? Let's have a look. That's pretty much going to be it. So this should give you guys a really good idea of what you can get at what price if you're looking to buy in Vaughan. Again, I'll sum it up very quick. The best areas, the areas I like, you have Maple, you have Vellore, you have East Woodbridge, you have Islington Woods. Okay? If your budget's going to be in between $800 to $900, you should probably be better off looking at a condo town like I showed you. But again, there's some complexes that I know of in Maple or Vaughan where you have a condo town that looks like a freehold and the maintenance fees are $200-300, okay? So that's number one. If you're in between 900 to $1 million, I would say you have a good budget. Like you have some options. You can buy in Maple, you can buy those Kelso, Roseheath towns, or you can get the condo towns near St. Joan of Arc where they're called Seacoast. They were the ones where you go up the stairs and then you can go down the stairs to the basement or to the left. Those are a newer product. If you're in between $1 million and $1.1 million, this is when you can start to get a really nice renovated product. You can be looking in Vellore, where I was showing you guys the Tenant Circle one, Sunset Terrace. Again, depending if it's unrenovated, you're at the $1 million mark. If it's renovated, you're at the $1.1 million. And then anything above that should be very nice in terms of renovations and very spacious. And you're going to be able to be in East Woodbridge, Islington Woods. Once you cross the $1.3 million mark for a townhome, it's insanely renovated, but you got to keep in mind, if you're going to be spending over 1.3 on a townhome, you can get a renovated detached for that price, right? So at that point, I'm like, you might as well get the detached, right? It's not going to be a massive detached. It might be 2,000 square feet, 2,300 square feet, but completely renovated, right? So hopefully this gives you guys an insight into the Vaughan market. Again, I live here, I work here. Very active agent, top 1% in Canada with the team. So if you guys have any questions at all, shoot me a message. If you're looking at a specific property, have questions about it, shoot it over to me. I very likely been in it multiple times, and we'll go from there. There, guys.